fence and I know they been waiting. I just roll me some loud now. I feel elevated. I swing in the ring like my name was my winner. Can you fake as fuck? You can never be real again. You make this game better. Do you due diligence? Ride by myself and I be with the diligence. Niggas be niggas, niggas be hate, bitches be farting. That ain't no debate. Now this shit for the fans and I know they
What's
been
the deal,
waiting. I just roll me
YouTube?
some loud
And
now. I
welcome back
feel
to the North. It
elevated.
is your host, Northside Noah. And you know what today is? I'm taking y'all on this Forex journey. Y'all see what the title saying, Catching Pips, my first day trading. Now, this is a disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor, nor am I a fiduciary. In this Forex market, you must be able to mitigate all your risks. If you are not able to mitigate your risk, you should seek financial advisement. I'm not a professional, nor am I an expert in Forex. What you see and hear today on this podcast are merely the accounts from my journey in Forex. With that being said, let's catch these pips. Now, everybody getting into Forex thinking, oh, well, I'm about to make a bunch of money, I'm about to get rich quick. But what I'm finding out is quite the opposite if you don't have skills, talent, time, and patience. Okay, now before we start this journey, don't forget to subscribe and smash that like button. Now, hopefully you have your brokerage account set up and you have it linked to your MetaTrader 4 app. And the first thing you're going to find out when you place a trade is immediately after you place the trade, you're going to see your account go negative. And this is because usually once you place a trade, your trend has started to trend down. These types of things happen for a couple of reasons. Either you misjudged the trend and you picked the wrong entry point as far as to sell or buy. You chose the wrong entry point because of how you were reading the charts and graphs, or just user error in general, just from being a beginner. And I've incurred all these things. I mean, if you looked at my history of my chart when it came up, basically all my trades were negative because, for one, I didn't know what I was doing, and for two, I didn't know anything about perfect entry points, highs and lows. As a beginner trader, you trade on your eyes. You trade what you see, and I seen uptrends and downtrends, but I had no real way to read them to understand what made the uptrend or what caused the downtrend. So those were the types of things that were happening. As you look here, they're still in the negatives. Everything's in the negative. So I'm playing around with it for about an hour, 2 hours, and then things start to really, really open up. So I started to notice that they have what they call heightened points or averages, which is moving averages, and that's what you see, those two red brackets. That's the first average I identified. I identified that at some point it always goes up and comes down and stays in between this point, whether it goes up or down. This is the determining factor. And as I begin to do that, I start to see things change. All of my trades, they start to go down little by little by little by little, and over time they start to go into profit. And as you can see now, I'm starting to close them out. Now I don't have what these guys have. I don't have a 100% record. Everybody's gonna take some losses, just especially if you want to get your money out. The main thing that I found while I was trading, and as you can see, while I've gotten all these things into profit, it took me about 4 to 5 hours, and I still have about 3 trades that are negative. So I'm still working on those as I'm still reading and I'm finding things out. But the most peculiar thing that I found out, that the market tends to go up and down, but it comes back into some of the region where it started at. As you can see right now, the it's all the way away from, well, it clicked off, but the trend moved all the way up away from my moving average or my average brackets. And as the day went on, I got out of the markets, but when I went back and checked, what the market was doing, it had shot back down to where it originally started. So that was like, I guess it's the market telling itself it came full circle. But then after this, I started. I got more familiar with it. I started having a little bit more confidence, and then I left those trades in. As you can see, I still have those trades in right now. But then I began to get into different markets, and I began to buy upon the trends, and then that's when I started to see real profits really quickly, because now I can read. I'm starting to see the trends. I'm starting to recognize patterns, because that's a big thing with these. It's patterns. So if you guys can actually recognize patterns, or if you can vision yourself playing Street Fighter, I like to think of it like Street Fighter. Um, when you do your special moves, you learn them as you go. You know what I'm saying? You hit your kicks, your roundhouses, and then you start to figure out these special moves. Well, this is what I'm doing right now. As you can see, everything's in profit, everything's all blue. I started to find out these special moves, and hopefully you can do that too in your journey. And if you guys want more videos about price entry points, how to identify patterns, or just Forex in general, just leave a comment down below, like this video, and we'll try to get that up as fast as possible. In closing, I just want to let you guys know that when you're in this Forex market, you need to know why your accounts are going negative, know what kind of trades you're taking. You also have to identify these patterns, these trends, up trends, down trends, and know how to trade on these trends. You have to have a little bit of patience, because every trade's not going to work out immediately, but it probably will over time if you identify the correct. And last but not least, don't be greedy. Take your profits and get out. This video helped you. Leave a like or comment down below. Subscribe. And if you want more videos, just ask, and they're on the way. So till the next video, it's the one from the north telling you to elevate yourself. Nah, for real.
You fake as fuck, you can never be real again. You come in this game, better do you due diligence. Drive by myself and I be with the diligent. Niggas be hecklers, niggas be hate, bitches be frauding, that ain't no debate. Now this shit for the fans, and I know they been waiting. I just wrote me some line, now I feel elevated. Niggas be hecklers, bitches be hating. Came in this game and I did keep them waiting. I just wrote me some line, now I feel elevated.